This is Highland West and Beechwood Forest. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about these two Kitchener neighborhoods starting right now. Hey, it's Andrew Shackleton, Kitchener-Waterloo real estate agent, drew@home.com. So Highland West and Beechwood Forest. These are a couple suburban West End Kitchener neighborhoods, very popular with families. It's that kind of, whole suburban feel. Now, talking about the location, West End, of course, it's bounded by Highland Road to the south, Ira Needles to the west, University to the north, and Fisher Hallman to the east. You want to get around, you've got those main thoroughfares, of course, taking you where you need to go. The expressway's just a few minutes south of here. If you need to commute to, the expressway, out of town, Toronto, whatever, getting to the expressway from here, your best bet is either Ira Needles or Fisher Hallman. Personally, I'd take Ira Needles. And you're looking at probably 25 to 35 minutes to the 401 on a typical day. We're in the West End, so, getting to the highway is a little bit more difficult. But, great location otherwise, no problem at all getting around. As I might have mentioned, there's bus routes in this area too. Now, talking about things to do. You've got that whole suburban feel. We've got the Boardwalk with everything that they've got going on there. Movie theaters, shopping, groceries. There's a little golf course a bit further to the north. You've got all the kind of things you've got here, like, playgrounds. There's Monarch Woods. I grew up, as a kid, I used to go there all the time. Lots and lots of nature around here. These suburban developments, they always leave a lot of forests intact, and you can, take your family, get out in nature and enjoy, a bit of the wilderness in suburbia. Talking about grocery stores. Of course, as I mentioned, the Boardwalk, there's a Walmart there. A bit further south on Ira Needles as well, there's a brand new Sobeys. Been there shopping myself lots of times. You've got the whole Highland Hills Plaza with the superstore, plus all the shops in there. So lots of choices for groceries. And of course, there's Food Basics on Fisher Hallman, and a bit further north as well, there's a Zehrs. So there's no problem for getting groceries either. You're, located right in the heart of it. Now, let's talk about schools. Where I'm standing right now filming this is St. Dominic Savio. That's your Catholic school for JK to 8. And, it's right in the heart of the neighborhood. It's on the border of Highland West and Beechwood Forest to the north. Your high school is Resurrection. That's on University, so that's right on the northern boundary of these two neighborhoods. You get into public schools, there's a little bit different stuff going on, which I'll explain in a second. Up the road to the west of me, where I'm standing right now, that's Sandhills Public School. That's your school for JK to 6. But the way this whole neighborhood is laid out, there's a railway track that runs through Kitchener-Waterloo. If you're located in Beechwood Forest to the north of those tracks, your JK to 6 school is actually Empire in Waterloo. Talking about senior public, the same kind of thing applies. If you're south of the tracks, so that'd be Highland West and most of Beechwood Forest, your 7 and 8 school is West Heights. But again, if you're north of that railway tracks, you're actually going to go to MacGregor in uptown Waterloo. It's the same situation with the public high schools as well. North of the tracks, Beechwood Forest, your high school is KCI. South of the tracks, it's going to be where I went. It's going to be Forest Heights, which is just on the corner of Queens Boulevard and Fisher Hallman. So anyways, your schools are close by. This is a suburban neighborhood, two of them actually. You got lots of choice for schools, no problem at all. Now, let's talk about the housing. This is suburbia, so it's going to be mostly single detached homes. You do have a smattering of townhouses and some apartment style condos, but they're a relatively small chunk. Talking age-wise, the early stuff's going to be 30 years old. I can remember plain as day when I was a young man when all this stuff was being built. If you go to the west end of these two neighborhoods, the stuff's actually almost brand new. There's brand new developments going on right now, condos, on the corner of Highland Road and Ira Needles, so that's brand new. And then, as I say, stuff to the east is going to be older. To the north, the developments right on the corner of University and Ira Needles, they're very current as well. So, you wouldn't say this was even a mature neighborhood. It's at the most 30 years old. It offers that kind of, suburban lifestyle that people really are desiring for. Great place to raise a family, no question about it. Two great Kitchener neighborhoods, Highland West and Beechwood Forest. Anyways, that's all I got for you. I'll be back again with another neighborhood video shortly. Thank you so much for watching.